Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World. And for our top stories. The Mongolian Civil Service Council commemorates Civil Service Day. The Mongolian president meets the United Nations Secretary General on the sidelines of the SCO meeting. The German ambassador visits National Factory to celebrate 50 years of diplomatic cooperation and technological advancements. For other news, stay tuned. The Mongolian Civil Service Council held a meeting at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to commemorate Civil Service Day. This event, aligned with the government-decreed Civil Service Day on July 3rd, celebrated the contributions of the nation's 226,000 civil servants, who make up about 90% of the workforce. The meeting emphasized the vital role of the civil service, focusing on learning from NGOs and other countries' experiences. Ambassadors from various countries in Mongolia were invited to participate. For the first time, Mongolia established a Committee of Ethics. During this meeting, we are planning to introduce the newly established agencies and national programs to foreign partners and seek possibilities for cooperation. Canada, South Korea, and other leading countries have good practices of public service. We will also study the possibilities of learning experiences and practices from other countries.
Now, UNDP has been for very long supporting the transformation of the civil service in Mongolia, and we are very proud with the contribution that we've made to advancement of it. And there are a number of achievements. For example, that the merit-based civil service principles have been established, that the competency-based management of the human resources have been established, the gender equality that has been improved, particularly on management position, or that the ethics have been taken very seriously and integrated into the system. Going further, what we believe is important is to make sure that the civil service is structured as part of the broader governance system in a way that will serve the future needs of Mongolia. How it will fit into the trends of the global trends of the world is extremely important. And we believe that that type of a policy making that is based on values, on the future needs of the country with a full integrity, ability to adjust fast, ability to anticipate the future, ability to innovate are extremely important competencies for that. And we are organizing very soon in August a session to discuss these things in Mongolia.
Discussions centered on preventing political influence within the civil service and enhancing productivity. The Council underscored its commitment to fostering a robust and effective civil service for the nation. The Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Federal Republic of Germany, Helmut Kollitz, visited the Mahimpex JSC as part of the 50th anniversary celebration of cooperation between Germany and Mongolia. This 78-year-old national factory has undergone 3 major reforms since its establishment in 1946. Notably, from 1968 to 1972, the factory benefited from German technical and economic assistance. The most recent phase from 2019 to 2023 saw the opening of a new factory in collaboration with Austria's Birch-Lasker Group. The state-of-the-art facility, built to European standards, has the capacity to process 50 tons of meat products daily.
We were honored to receive Ambassador Kollitz and showcase our new factory products and European standard equipment. We have requests supporting and training engineers and technology workers in European Union, including Germany, to prepare our future workforce. I am pleased that they accepted our requests and expressed their willingness to cooperate. It is very commendable that the equipment and technology development to high European standards have been introduced in Mongolia. It is also commendable that this ensures the provision of quality meat products to the people.
Mahimpex has a long-standing relationship with Germany and Austria. The plant is a significant national meat processing facility that has successfully integrated high-level European technology and equipment standards in its production processes. Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs. The President of Mongolia, Khurshid met with United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres during the 24th expanded meeting of the Council of Heads of State of SCO member countries. President Khurshid underscored the significance Mongolia places on its relationship and cooperation with the United Nations, aiming to contribute to addressing global challenges within the organization. He highlighted Mongolia's dedication to sustainable development, combating climate change and desertification, supporting peacekeeping operations, ensuring security in Northeast Asia, and promoting democracy, human rights, gender equality, and the interests of landlocked developing countries. Secretary-General Guterres acknowledged Mongolia's active participation in the United Nations and its affiliated organizations, its support for multilateral mechanisms, and its substantial contributions to the international community's goals. On the invitation of President Khurshid, Secretary-General Guterres visited Mongolia in August 2022. This significant event in Mongolia-United Nations relations is viewed as a recognition of Mongolia's contributions to international peace and security and its progress towards achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. The President of Mongolia, Khurshid, is attending 2024 meeting of the Council of Heads of State of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Astana, Kazakhstan. On the sidelines of the summit, President Khurshid met with the President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, to discuss bilateral and multilateral relations. President Khurshid emphasized Mongolia's high regard for its relationship with Turkey, a third neighbor country and comprehensive strategic partner, and expressed his intentions to deepen cooperation across all sectors of the economy and society. President Erdogan highlighted the fraternal relations between Mongolia and Turkey, affirming Turkey's commitment to strengthening bilateral relations and collaboration in all fields. Both leaders stressed the importance of state and high-level visits in enhancing relations and agreed to hold such visits and ceremonial celebrations to mark the 55th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and Turkey. In recent years, trade turnover between Mongolia and Turkey has tripled, and the increasing number of regular direct flights has significantly strengthened connections between the two countries, fostering trade and economic relations. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Now let's take a look at the foreign news provided by our partner agencies. Government officials and representatives of major media organizations from Shanghai Cooperation Organization member states attended a roundtable in Astana, Kazakhstan, ahead of the 24th meeting of the Council of Heads of State of the SCO, hosted by the China Media Group. The theme was enhancing media collaboration and promoting the Shanghai spirit. Shen Haixiong, CMG president, emphasized the importance of media cooperation and the need to tell stories of people-to-people ties among SCO members to foster a fair and objective global public opinion. He stated that the CMG is ready to collaborate with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization media outlets to advance the organization's development. Kazakh Vice Minister of Culture and Information Kanat Iskakov highlighted the media's role in building mutual trust and friendship. He expressed hope for closer cooperation among SCO media organizations through such dialogues. Andrei Denisov, the first deputy chair of the Russian Federation Council Committee on Foreign Affairs, called for stronger exchanges and cooperation to create a more inclusive and just international public opinion environment. Other media representatives from SCO member states shared insights on enhancing media cooperation. Bolat Nurgaliyev, a former Shanghai Cooperation Organization Secretary General, stressed the importance of fostering a cultural atmosphere of mutual understanding and respect. Vladimir Norov, another former SCO Secretary General, mentioned that over 180 events were held during Kazakhstan's presidency. He proposed establishing a media union among SCO countries to boost technical cooperation. An initiative was launched to deepen cooperation between CMG and SCO media outlets, focusing on mutual training and sharing best practices. Founded in 2001, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a trans-regional organization with 9 full members, 3 observer countries, and 14 dialogue partners covering over 60% of Eurasia and nearly half the world's population. A new mind-controlled prosthetic is helping amputees walk and move more naturally. A pioneering surgical procedure allows the brain to connect with the prosthesis in a way that mimics natural movement. For amputees, learning to move with a prosthetic means a whole new way of navigating the world, often with a cumbersome limb that doesn't feel normal. But this video from leading U.S. research university MIT shows a patient walking up and down stairs with a near-natural gait. It's thanks to a pioneering surgical procedure and neuroprosthetic interface that allows the body's nervous system to control the prosthesis in the same way it would have previously controlled a leg. The surgery is known as an agonist-antagonist myoneural interface. The prosthetic limb relays information from the patient's muscles to their nervous system, helping to achieve more natural movement.
When the limb is amputated, we connect muscles in natural agonist-antagonist pairs, so that when the person thinks and moves their phantom leg, those muscles move dynamically just as they did before the leg was amputated. We then put sensors on those muscles to detect activations and movements, and those data are then decoded by small little computers on the robot that tell the machine how to move, what forces or torques to apply to enable natural movement by the person with amputation.
MIT researchers, in collaboration with colleagues from Brigham and Women's Hospital, studied 7 people who had AMI surgery and 7 who underwent traditional below-knee amputations. They found that the AMI patients could walk faster, avoid obstacles, and climb stairs more naturally than the control group. They also experienced less pain and less muscle atrophy post-surgery. The procedure is still at trial stages, but Hare believes it opens up whole new possibilities for amputees.
This is a prosthesis where all the movements and the forces that it applies on the ground, all the kinetics and kinematics are really dictated by the person, by their spinal cord and their central brain. And that's fantastic because the person can decide what they want. You know, this suggests an exciting future where a person could hike and decide to put their foot on the rock, or they could dance or do all these non-cyclic, non-steady motor tests.
MIT researchers say 60 patients around the world have undergone AMI surgery. The procedure can also be done for people with arm amputations. Details of the study have been published in the scientific journal Nature Medicine. A new exhibition celebrating the iconic doll Barbie's 65th anniversary will open at London's Design Museum on Friday, July the 5th, for a 7-month run. The show presents 250 objects from Barbie's world, including 180 dolls spanning 7 decades. Kim Kallman, Senior Vice President of Design for Mattel, explained why Barbie has enjoyed a resurgence in the past few years.
I think Barbie is having a moment now because she's always been a part of culture, but in particular now, I think people realize the depth and the elasticity of a brand like Barbie. She's so much more than just a doll. We're in over 50 categories across different products. She's clearly shown can be a cultural phenomenon, and I think we really speak to a connection with individuals as well as creating community.
The exhibition's key items include an original 1959 Barbie in black and white striped swimsuit, a 1968 prototype of Talking Barbie from Mattel's archives, Peaches and Cream Barbie from the 1980s, and Astronaut Barbie, which was made in the likeness of ISS first female captain Samantha Cristoforetti.
It is, as I said, an anniversary year, and so it feels like a good moment to look back and to take stock of everything that this quite remarkable brand have accomplished in that time. But also from the perspective of the Design Museum, what we really wanted to do is to look at Barbie through a design lens. Of course, most people are familiar with Barbie. They probably played with Barbie as children. But the story I think that a lot of people don't know is how these dolls come into being and why they come into being and why they look the way they do. These things are not designed in isolation. They connect to popular culture in so many ways, and we really wanted to explore that.
Visitors will also be able to see Surfer Girl Sunset Malibu Barbie from 1970s, the groundbreaking Day to Night Barbie from 1980s that was designed to reflect the workplace revolution for women in the 1980s, and 1992's Totally Hair Barbie, the best-selling Barbie of all time. As the exhibit has been in the making for 5 years, 2023's Barbie film, directed by Greta Gerwig and starring Margot Robbie, got a slight nod in the final room. The exhibition will run at London's Design Museum until February 23rd of 2025. Now let's take a look at the world weather forecast. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you next time with more stories and updates. Have a nice day.